Hi guys, and welcome back to a new video game with powers. I'm Jake, and in today's video, I got a special treat for all of you guys. I am going to be unboxing a prototype of a board game that is going to be launching on GameFound July 1st called Mesopotamia. Mesopotamia is a 4X Civ game for 1 to 4 players, and it is coming to you from the team of Big Board Theories. They are the same team that brought you a Fairy Tale, so if you guys took a look at some of our videos over Fairy Tale and that campaign, this is basically the same team that is coming with this particular board game. So just want to give them a huge, massive shout out and thank you for allowing us the opportunity to continue to collaborate and showcase some awesome content and games for all of you. I'm super excited about this one, guys. Mesopotamia is a game that when I saw it, I was instantly intrigued about it. I've followed it, I think about a month ago on GameFound, so I've been looking to see what it's all about. Very interesting theme, looks to be very thematic. So let's go ahead and jump down to the table and dive into this one together. All right, guys, so we're down here at the table where we got our box, and let's crack this bad boy open. Now, as always, guys, I do want to note that, again, this is a prototype copy of the game. So a lot of the components that you're going to see here are not finalized components, and they are going to be subject to change throughout the course of this particular campaign. But as I mentioned earlier, I am super excited about this one. You know, I really have not ever played a 4X board game, but I've played a lot of 4X video games, you know, Sid Meier's Civilization, you know, games on that, Age of Empires, those type of games. I think that would classify as 4X. So I was super excited when I saw this one. I love the history. I love the theme of it. Okay, we have some punch boards here. Of some of our components. Now, I had the opportunity to look at this preview page for Mesopotamia, and the components here look really, really nice. There's like a dual layered game board that you're gonna be slotting stuff in. Of course, the miniatures look really, really nice as well. You know, you're gonna pick an army. They're gonna have some miniatures, you'll have some horsemen, you'll have some bowmen, you'll have some infantrymen, some spearmen right here. Okay, let's take a look at these punch boards. So these are going to be some of the components you will slot in the game board. All right, some of these look really, really cool. All right, looks like it's just a lot of the same things with the different eras. I think you're going to be playing through, and just the miscellaneous tokens. Okay, so that's just the sample side of what some of the other components might look like. All right, let's take a look at the box. Man, this box, you know, Big Board Theory has some unique and interesting boxes, right? The Fairy Tale box was in the shape of a log. This one is in the shape of like a tablet, or looks to be in the shape of a tablet that you might find in ancient Mesopotamia. But this is a massive, massive box. This is actually, it's not that bad. It's not that massive a box. It's just heavy. It's heavy. But man, I really love the design on this box. I love like this cutout right here, almost like dual layered, right, of what Mesopotamia is. And let's see how we open. Ooh, okay. Another thing that I really enjoy about Big Board Theories, they have really awesome ways to open up the game box. This is actually magnetic. I don't know if you guys can hear it. Do it one more time. Okay, look, it is actually magnetic, holding it in there. Wow, that is really cool, really unique. I love that. I love it. Of course, this artwork right here is amazing. They do have artwork on the underside of the box. Let me show this to you right here. So the bottom of the box, I'll kind of open it up just a little bit. I'm kind of nervous because it just looks so nice. I don't want to mess it up, but let's see. Give you a small little sneak peek there. You guys might be able to see, wow, that is amazing design and art quality here on the side of the box. Do we have anything on this backside? We do have something on this backside. You guys might be able to see that. Okay, wow. Phenomenal. Look, phenomenal historical artwork. I love the vibe of this game so far. And this little thing opens up too. Oh, look. Their box design is phenomenal, okay? Super, super cool. Okay, look at these components. Wow. These look amazing. Okay, I don't know where we want to start. Let's just start pulling stuff out and see what these things are. So we're gonna have some little huts here. Again, you can tell there's not gonna be crystal clear refinement with some of these sculpts here because this is a prototype version of the game. I'm sure that some of these sculpts are going to be refined a little bit more. You can tell these almost look like 3D printed just a little bit, but these look like huts of some sort. But man, they got a cool like houses, huts, pillars, almost looks like a church maybe, or like a little or front yard. So we'll have 3 different colors of those. We got some ships. Alrighty, taking a look at these ships here. All right, on a nice little base. Now it looks like you might be able to slide something on top of there. I'm not really sure. That'd be kind of cool if you could stack something. And let me put this back right there. Okay, we got some guys holding something. Oh, it's like an ox head, like maybe like a sacrifice or something. Pillars. Okay, let's look at I mean, even for not being fully ready to go, the details here of these miniatures are nice. I love the feel of them too. Really, really outstanding miniatures. Kudos to you guys. They always produce quality content. I really enjoyed the stuff I was looking at from Fairy Tale. Okay, we got some pots. Let's take a look at these pots here. Generic pot. I mean, looks kind of cool. Clay pot. You guys are gonna be making a bunch of pots maybe, or have pots out. Love that as well. Okay, that's that. We got some cards here, some architect cards and some battle cards. Let's open these. So Euro style cards, I like that. These small miniature cards from the how to play video I watched. Very briefly, it looks like these cards that I'm trying to open right now are going to be used for combat. So you'll have these units right here, and there's going to be 3 levels of these different units, like strength. One is movement, and then I can't remember what the other one is. And so you'll have these like bones that you'll be putting out. So we got some archers. So that's one particular unit. You got your horse and chariot riders. That's the better word. Chariot riders. You got your horsemen. Alrighty. And then you got your spearmen, I would surmise, right there. So super cool. Let's see what we got in this little small package of cards right here. I think these might be like endgame cards. Let me see what we got, but the quality of the cards is solid. Like the quality of the cards here. Okay, so architecture. Yeah, so these might be like objective cards. I believe they said there are like mission cards or quest cards in the middle of the game. So you can see like architecture, you own 3 of those, you'll be able to get 2 victory points. You own legal codes, you own 2 of those tablets. Calendar, literature, animal husbandry, literature, pottery. Okay, so a bunch of different cards there. So that's kind of this first row of components that we see. Look, I love the colors, love the artwork that we see here, or love the sculpts. Okay, whoo-wee. Okay, alrighty. So we looks like we have some of these units are a little damaged. That is very, very unfortunate. But again, sometimes when you have a prototype game, things can happen. But thankfully, it's only a few units, and I'm pretty handy with some super glue, and we can maybe glue those units back together. But all in all, looks like a good chunk of these are still intact, which is amazing. Okay, let's take a look at the green looks really nice. Let's take a look at the archers. So you will have these archer units right here. So there's the back side, if you guys can see that. Love the detail here with the arrows. He's got a bow. Very good sculpt. Love that one. Okay, those are our archers. We have our horsemen. Alrighty, horsemen. That one looks cool. I like that one. Really, really enjoy that particular one right there. Again, these sculpts here are beautiful. I love the details. Okay, let's do our spearmen. All right, we got the spearmen. Love that as well. Okay, the backside, oops, shield's got some good details on it. Love that, that is unique. Perfect, okay. So I believe that's all. Yep, spearman, horse, and okay. So that is some more units. Look at that. Oh my goodness, people. Wow, that is phenomenal. That is phenomenal. Let me clear some of this stuff out the way. So you're gonna be building a ziggurat, I believe. Let's take some of these ziggurat pieces out first, just so we can make sure that, oh yeah, look at this ziggurat. That looks very, very cool. So little palm trees in the front. Wow, I am thoroughly impressed. Now let me try and figure out how to put this thing together. Maybe, I think it might go, I might have had it right, maybe. It goes like this. Okay, so that's the second level. And then we're gonna do the third level, and then this level, and then the top level. Look at that ziggurat that has been completed, and I got that. They all should fit. Yeah, that's perfect. Okay, perfect fit a little bit. Maybe I had it wrong. Maybe it's that way. Yeah, it is that way for a perfect fit. Okay, so I have them turned correctly, but even in the prototype, there's gonna be a perfect fit, which is a really great sign. But that is the full ziggurat together. Man, that thing is so awesome. Look, you guys know me. I love my miniatures. I am having a ball right now. Okay, so we got some bones. Looks like these are going to be the things that you'll gain and put on your cards for those combat cards. All right, looks like we got player tokens here. So some player tokens. All right, guys, let's dive into these bad boys right here. I am super stoked. Oh, it was like double protected. Okay, super stoked. Let's take a look. So we got some walls. So you'll be able to build some walls throughout this game. I saw maybe to hide behind and protect yourself. So love the details on these stone walls. All right, that is awesome. Let's take a look at our chariot men. Okay, wow. You guys have outdone yourself with these chariot men, the sculpts, the sturdiness of it. Again, for a prototype, I am absolutely blown away with your level of detail here, the feel of these sculpts, how they look. Phenomenal. I mean, this game, guys, is probably going to have a really nice table presence to it. Okay. We have personal ziggurats. Oh, they got mini ziggurats that you put together and oh my goodness, look at that. So green, and then there's that side, and then you put this side on top. Probably need to do it that way. Okay, and then you have a little one as well. Wow, that is awesome. That is so cool. Okay, again, there, it's just coming undone, all the different pieces and stuff like that. Wow. Wow. Okay, let's drop that back in there. And then slide this back on top and pull this one out. Okay, we got some more awesome components to take a look at. So we got some more pots, obviously. Okay, some more pots. We got these tablets. Now this does look like to be the upgraded version of the game. So these tablets are wooden tablets there. So you'll have a stone tablet, which is going to be a resource. Okay, and you know what, those miniatures had almost like a clay, felt like a clay finish to those minis. Let's take a look at this spice or incense maybe. As another resource, we got more pots. We got wood, it looks like. Okay, got some wood. Let's take a look at this. All right, maybe, yep, wood looks nice. Okay, great feel again, wooden. We got some dice. So this is what's really unique about the game as well, is you are gonna have these like rune looking dice here. We'll get two, one black and one gray. Rune dice that you'll have here. And you're gonna roll this dice, and whatever is on that side, you will be able to slot in your board to take those particular actions. Now, they did mention to me something about the gray dice. I can't remember off the top of my head what it was. Let me just drop these down here below, and let's take a look at some of these other dice. So it looks like you have player dice as well. So we got blue, yellow, and green, and those are really cool. And then, as I said, you got white, gray, and black. Ooh, so you guys can see white, gray, and black. Now the black is kind of hard to see the symbols on them. You know, I have to kind of like shine it into the light to be able to see that. But this one looks really good. And this one's, the gray is not so bad. If you put in the light, it's not that big of an issue, but I'm in the light here and I can see even the gray and the black, I can see that pretty clearly. Okay, bunch of different dice. Those feel nice, amazing. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I am truly blown away here with this level of quality. Okay, we got some more components. Looks like we got some rocks. Alrighty, we got some, like a fruit plate, looks like almost. Vegetable plate, okay. We got, oh, little cracked piece of the ziggurat there that broke off, that's okay. Okay, we got some events. So these are gonna be some of the different event cards. Looks like we have turn order cards or player aid cards. So you'll be able to go on the board and see some of these events. These are going to be the skills of, let's crack these open. These are going to be the skills of some of the clans or what am I trying to think of? These are skills of the empire that you are going to choose. That's the better word. Okay, so you got map making, masonry, cuneiform. Let's take a look at me. Bronze smelting. That's cool. Agriculture, active astronomy. So you'll be able to see they also have these like little symbols on them. So these symbols match the dice. So when you roll the dice, you match those dice to these symbols to be able to take these different actions. Woodworking, mathematics, weight and measures, archery. All right, they have a bunch of different skills and things that you're gonna learn and upgrade throughout your course of playing Mesopotamia. Okay, let's go ahead and see what is underneath. Okay, put these cards over here. We have some more boards and stuff, some things to punch out. Oh, these are player screens. Okay, so I remember this. During combat, each player is going to have kind of a player screen that you're going to put together, and those little bones here, you're going to wager these bones on the types of units that you have in the different categories. So your strength, your movement, and then I can't remember exactly what that one is. So we got some player screens that I will assemble at some point there. We have the player boards. So this looked to be the really cool part as well as the game board itself. So let me get this out and see what we can do here with this amazing game. All right, let's go ahead and let's take a look at a player board first. So here's what a player board is going to look like. This is going to be a dual layer player board, and here's what's really cool. Like I mentioned, you guys are going to be able to slide these abilities and things in here just like that. Oop, and this might be a bottom one. Maybe there's a certain spot. Yep. Maybe I got to slide it in this way for it to work, or maybe I have it wrong. Maybe I have it like this, and then I slide it in like that, or it goes backwards. There we go. I figured it out, guys. I figured it out. Okay, perfect. So this is what a player board is going to look like. You'll have these different abilities. You have those different spots where you can assign those dice, and I'll show you some more now that I got this thing figured out. You'll slide it in here, and now we look. So we got irrigation, we got calendar. Let's do urbanization. All right, sliding these particular cards in here, I think is just really, really cool. Way to have a unique style of game. So building stuff, and you can see all the other different aspects of it. But that's how your player boards are going to work. There's nothing on the back. So you will have, of course, 4 player boards. So that was the blue. We got the green. We got the red. Man, that looks clay. I like the clay look of that red. And then we have the yellow or the orange player. Okay. So those are all of our player boards. So let me slide these player boards back in here. Let me close this. Let me close this, and let's take a look at our game board. Let me drop this bad boy out here, and hopefully I have enough room. And see, this is gonna be a little bit bigger, okay, than what I have out on the table right now. So let me maneuver some stuff here just a second as I begin to grab this board and show you guys the awesomeness of this particular board. Okay, so this thing does look like it is going to be a beast, and I think I got it upside down. Let me slide it this way. Okay, perfect. We're gonna slide this up, and then we got one more bottom spot. Okay, perfect. The box is actually still in the way. I got some stuff in the way over here. All right, guys, I'll be able to get to this board eventually, I promise. Let me move our Mesopotamia box over here. Okay, let's drop that board out there, and let me zoom my camera out because this is going to be a nice hefty board. Okay, you guys should have a pretty good look at the board now. Let me see what we're looking at. Okay, yeah, so that should be able to, you guys should be able to see the entire board. So we're looking at some spaces, and I'll smooth this up a smidge just so you can see this bottom real quick. I know this is blocked out, and then let me slide it back down here so that you guys are kind of able to see the full top. But this is the game board entirely. So this is a good size game board. All right, pretty good size game board, but you can see what's really cool is it's a dual layered game board. So there's going to be a bunch of things that you guys are going to be slotting into the different spots on the game board. But look, this thing looks phenomenal. Wow. Really, really cool coloring, artwork, feel of the game. Very Mesopotamia era. That, you know, they did a great job here from what I can see with this. But guys, look, that is everything that is going to be coming in a box of Mesopotamia. Okay, again, this is a 1-to-4 player 4X Civ style game. As I mentioned, taking a look at the components, this does look like to be a deluxeified version of the game. I do not know yet if there's going to be a standard box or a deluxe box, but yeah, you guys pretty much got to see a fully upgraded version of what the game is going to look like, and wow, wow, wow. I am thoroughly impressed with this one. All right, guys, well, look, I hope you enjoyed this unboxing of the prototype for the board game Mesopotamia. Again, this game is launching on GameFound July 1st, so if you guys want to take a look at that or follow the campaign page right now, go ahead and check the links down in our description below. That'll take you to the campaign page where you can give this one a follow if you are interested in it. If you guys enjoyed this content, smash that like button, hit that notification bell, drop down in the comments below. What do you guys think about Mesopotamia so far? Does this look like a game that's right up your alley? Does this look like this is going to interest you? I am super excited to get this one to the table. I cannot wait to dive into this game. This looks something that is right up my alley. Want to know if it's right up your alley? And then last but not least, guys, if you are not subscribed to our channel, please go ahead and subscribe so we can keep bringing you some more awesome content. All right, guys, have a great one. Bye.